Beetroot, nature's powerhouse, packed with vitamins, antioxidants and nitrates, it's known to support heart health, boost stamina and improve blood circulation. Our beetroot is naturally grown and harvested at peak ripeness. The roots are cleaned, dried and finely ground to preserve their rich nutrition content, giving you all the benefits in one pure form. Add 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder to your juice, smoothie or water, or take it in capsule form as recommended by your healthcare provider. Beetroot helps enhance endurance, lower blood pressure, and keep you feeling energized and balanced all day. Fuel your body with the natural power of beetroot. Stay strong, stay healthy. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Greetings and salutations, massive. Here's Andrew Robbins, your Jamaican brother all the way in Switzerland. And you're tuning into the Black Hot Fire Radio. And you're listening to
Karibuni. This is the Africa Today Show. You're listening to the Africa Today Show. 3 minutes past 8 p.m. Hope your day is going nice and smooth. Happy New Week, family. Literally, I think the last week of August. Yeah, literally. I hope the month has been super amazing.
That's crazy.
This has been the fastest year, literally, I've seen. The fastest.
It is, my God. Can you imagine? It's already past half up. It's almost going to just be 4 more months left to the end. It's crazy.
Yeah, 4 more months for me to get a year older. I'm so scared. It's crazy, Shit.
You used to like having your birthday. Now you don't want to have it no more because now you're getting old.
Really, it's not like I don't like that I'm getting old. I'm getting older, wiser, more money, That's good, If I was getting older and broke, that's a big problem, shit. So
yeah, it is a big problem. I was looking at I was listening to a lot of people getting paid around the world. How I pay you guys much more than most people. I was listening to people even in Thailand make less than I pay Joby and them. I was like, damn, that's all they making. I've been to Thailand, but I know they make. I know they make a lot, but I know the poverty was that deep. Like the Philippines is deep. What they make per month, what the Thailand makes per month. I think Thailand's average pay is like $280 a month. I think the Philippines, much less than your ass. I think the Philippines average pay is like $200 or a little less than $200 a month. Less than that. So shit's crazy, boy.
Yeah. I hope things get better, I hope you're not broke out there living somewhere like in Indiana. It's still dark out there, by the way. In Indiana, Gary, still dark.
I ain't looked at people Trump ain't did Trump and them ain't did nothing. And Indiana's a red state. That's a racist red state. You got blacks living up in the northern part in Gary, in that poor city, but most of that state is racist as hell. And most of the white racist state. Anybody's been through Indiana, that used to be a strong, even though it's in the north, Indiana was a strong place for the Ku Klux Klan. So, you guys living, and we ain't heard from that lady Janet. She probably dead and stinking.
God damn, oh my. I could just say that.
So here's about this long, this one time.
Maybe she's just only listening, but she's quite. Do you know how many listeners? I've realized we have so many listeners who are always just here. They don't have to be on the chat, but we have like literally daily listeners. People who are, I think, scared to comment. I don't know. People have.
I know, but she's one of the people that comment.
Anyway,
I didn't remember. And you kept telling me, well, you remember her? Like, who? Who the hell was that? So it took me a while to even remember. I was just talking to us like 4 years, so.
Yeah, the last time we talked was when we were in Tanzania. Yeah, 2022, damn.
Yeah, see? So, and she was one of our regulars, so, and her being old, so,
Hey, anyone wants Sister Janet's number? Kid doesn't literally like, I think
I
kids
don't know
have
a number.
certain numbers. So please, if if you have Sister Janet's number, if you guys have Sister Janet,
And Janet
kindly
used
reach
to,
out to
and Janet donated. So Janet used to
yeah.
donate on a regular basis. So I had no donations from Janet in 4 years. Let me know she dead and stinking.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Please, somebody
uh,
reach out there. Let's not create assumptions.
this called let's call it good. It's not assumption, Joe. We got good detective work. Mm.
Okay,
But go
but I hope
ahead.
if not, I don't want to say may I rest may
Uh,
I power, but I hope she's fine. But yeah,
even
as
nah,
said,
because even when Tempo left in 2023, when and he came back at like 220, came back like last year for for a little bit because he was gone like 2 years and came back. Nah, so people come back if they're not dead and stinking. So
Janet, if you're listening, prove Keith wrong. I'll send you the link so you can pop on him like a ghost. That's
go
it.
ahead. Hey, if you're gonna pop at me like a ghost, you better be paying some rent.
But as I said, Karibuni Saya family. Hope you guys had a beautiful weekend once again. Karibuni. My name is Joby. To those who are here for the first time, we have Mr. Black on
See,
Fire in the building.
unlike Joby, Janet, I let people come to my house. Joby don't let nobody come to her house. So if you're a ghost in her house,
Oh, shit.
you might not get to the door.
You got that right. It's crazy because I was going back to the house this evening. I wanted to take a heavier sweater because it was looking super rainy. So I was like, let me just save
Uh,
myself before it rains. Because I carried a little bit of a light sweater, but it's not heavy
okay.
enough for the weather. So like let me just go with Shmani, walk slowly. And then a friend of ours was around. So the friend was suggesting, oh, let's go to Joby's house. Shmani told the friend, hey, at Joby's is a no-go zone. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You
All she
know,
wasn't do, all she was doing was going with Joby to go get a sweater. Everybody knows, Joby, you don't want nobody in your house. You
yes.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. She told her friend, hey, at Joby's is a no-go zone. Like,
So
yeah.
never, so
Come here.
Matt, so never mind that bullshit. Joby talking about Janet.
No, 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 no. Okay, I have levels of tolerance. It depends who. You see, if like kid comes here, I'm not gonna like not welcome him to my house. Of course, I will. And a couple
I,
of people, but a couple of
I,
people,
I,
So
I ain't trying to get in your house. Fuck your house, Joby. I ain't trying to get in your house.
cool, fine, thank you, even better.
That's right. That's right. You trying to get in your house? Good luck.
You want me to make you some ugali,
Yeah.
welcoming
Okay.
our boss.
You only go to people's house if you feel welcome. People don't want you in
Oh,
their house. You're like, I'm good.
oh, okay. So in short,
Uh,
you feel not welcomed, but
hey,
okay.
it depends on you. You don't like welcoming people. I'm not gonna force myself. I'm not gonna sit in somebody's house and be looking all crazy.
I'm the most welcoming person, actually, if you ask around. I am the most welcoming person. Oh my God, people love when I host them in my house because I am the most patient person until I'm not. That's the difference, until I'm not. I'm the most patient, the most welcoming person.
That's
I
the
know.
shit you say.
That's the shit people know, and that's the shit people experience.
That's the shit you say. Go
Sarah family. As we start with today's
ahead.
conversation, we're going to start with some updates of Camilo Anthony's case. Of course, if you guys can remember, we had the judge who was dealing with the case literally removed, and we had some other new lawyers who decided to take up on his case, and literally which we thought things were going to take a different turn. But it seems, of course, the white supremacy will always be a white supremacy because we have the newly appointed Texas judge who has denied Camilo Anthony's bid for a new trial. I'm going to share a couple of videos on that from TikTok. But they're saying that yes, a newly appointed Texas judge has denied Camelo's Anthony request for a new trial, leaving his murder conviction and 35 uh, prison sentence in place while
And,
its case.
and if you guys haven't seen, I'm sorry, John, let me let you finish. And if you guys have found out, everybody's now doing Metcalf's past, how racist he is, how messed up he is. So, they never allowed his past because it's white folks, right? Never allowed the boy's past, his Metcalf kid that got killed by altercation with Camilo, that he was a devout racist. And that finally now comes out that his whole life has been racist as hell. Go ahead, Joe.
Yes, let me show a couple of videos on that as well.
There will not be a new trial for Carmelo Anthony in the stabbing death of Austin Metcalf. After 2 days of hearing explosive testimony revealing information from a gentleman's agreement that was not made public during the original trial, a visiting judge ruled today that there will not be a new trial for Carmelo Anthony. The week started with a win for the new Carmelo Anthony defense team, getting the original trial judge, Judge Roach, accused from hearing any further motions. Then they brought in Judge Chitty. For the last 2 days, Judge Chitty heard testimony from lawyers on both sides talking about this gentleman's agreement to basically not reveal character information about Metcalf, the victim, or Anthony, the person who was accused and now convicted of killing Austin Metcalf. The details were eye-opening, saying that Metcalf had behavioral issues in his past, including using racial slurs, and also Anthony having behavioral issues, including talking about a knife and making threats to his girlfriend. This does not stop the process. There is still an appeals process to be had, but a major blow to those who believe that Carmelo Anthony was not given a fair shake. He's serving a 35-year sentence. We'll have to see how that appeal process continues.
The new judge in the Carmelo Anthony case has denied his appeal for a new trial, even knowing that the jury was not reflective of anyone that looked like Carmelo Anthony. Even after knowing that the gentleman's agreement
you can't,
that essentially...
Pause it. When Joby told you that you got power, you can't go through their white supremacist system that was built to protect them and get justice from it. Okay? Black people. You can't go to white people in their system that they create to be unfair and unjust to you and think you're going to get justice. That's like you being functionally retarded. It's just not going to happen. They don't remember everything white people design. System they design is meant to be unfair and unjust and made to benefit them. And they're unapologetic about it. Unapologetic, they have no shame because remember, they're savages. They have no shame about being savages. And that's what Joby gets with us. We're going to go into that today. That every system they designed since they came out of their poor, backward ass part of Europe. Remember, because they were in there eating each other, having sex with animals and shit, carrying around wicked diseases, having sex with the cousins, the sisters, with pedophilia. So they took that show on the road with them as they broke out of Europe. And the world has been in a 400, 500 year reign of hell with these people. And their time is up. Their time is up. They're going to flail around and go crazy. Their time is fucking up. It's coming to an end. When it's probably going to come to an end, and Joby's like, right when I pass, but Joby's like, there's a rap for that. It's a rap. I've been an old man, but it's a rap for European dominance on the planet. That shit is coming to an end. And I'm going to tell you why it's coming to an end. Go ahead, Joby.
Didn't allow evidence that was important in the trial of Austin Metcalf being absolutely blatantly racist.
They don't care about
and
that.
Problematic was not able to be presented, and it needed to be. And Carmelo Anthony was not allowed to testify on his own behalf in the trial because of this closed door gentleman's agreement.
Because it was
even
set up.
Though it's clear,
closed door with two white people, so they can railroad this young black kid into a 35-year sentence. Get the scam. And remember, the world, the country's not outraged. White countries not outraged. They mostly agree with this because remember, they are immoral by nature. They are immoral. And then the idea these people gave you a goopy religion. That's another crazy thing. So these people got nerve to put this goopy religion in your face when they are immoral by nature. The religion doesn't stop them from doing evil and wicked shit. None of that. They still can do the evil, wicked. Oh, it's free will. I thought you said Jesus said you shouldn't do wicked, evil shit. Well, you know, it is what it is. Go ahead, Joe.
That the jury instructions actively worked against Carmelo Anthony's main argument, which was self-defense. But Carmelo Anthony's new defense team is not backing down. They said that this is not going to prevent them from continuing to make sure that there is justice in this case with Carmelo Anthony. Now, I know this is disappointing to many of us, but we need to continue to say Carmelo Anthony's name and advocate for him to get a fair trial at the very least.
I pause that. Pause it for a second, Joe. When we do that good news, you remember the racist ass cop?
Yeah. The
That
one
killed. That shot Sonia Massey in her house 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, he went to prison. He did stinking.
Yeah.
So I'm sure somebody put some hands on his ass up in there. Told you. If you go to prison with them black men in there, they gonna come see you. All right? They're not gonna be able to protect you 24 hours a day up in no prison. Eventually, somebody somewhere is gonna get to you and put some real justice on you and let you go meet fake Jesus. Right? You get to go meet fake SpongeBob. Go meet him. But you got to get out the planet. So, you know, when you racists go to prison, there's black men in there. It's going to take them a little while, but they going to get you. Rich, they going to get your ass. Go ahead, Joe.
Denied Carmelo Anthony's request for a new trial. After the hearings held without Carmelo Anthony being present, there were backroom deals made without his knowledge. There was an off-the-record agreement between his former lawyer and the, I guess, prosecution's lawyer to hide Austin Metcalf's background.
His background being a racist.
And the judge who denied the request for a new trial hasn't issued a statement on why. Even after tons of evidence has been presented that Carmelo Anthony did not receive a fair trial. And
you know why?
Constitutional right.
His step whole what? Of course, so what? Because the constitutional right doesn't change anything that he's a nigger. Okay? Don't change the fact that he's a nigger. Constitution be damned. Constitution, smosh-stitution. You know shit about none of that shit. Constitutional rights. Yeah. When you're black, Constitution, like Malcolm X told you sound crazy in America talking about that Constitution shit. you might as well be going to the nut house. Being black in America, talking about our Constitution. When you know the Constitution does not apply to black people. It wasn't written for you, wasn't written by you, so it doesn't apply to you. So they know it's railroad. Is the country going to do anything about it? No. This system worked like it's supposed to work. Have young black men go to prison for things they did not commit and have white people go free. That's how the system is set up and designed. Globally. That's why when all these African nations, white people go and bust them in the mouth, fuck them up, shit on them, piss on them, whatever they want to do, they just deport them. They never lock up white people for doing heinous crimes. Imagine that. Oh, these are independent African countries. White people come in, rape women, do what the fuck they do, beat them up. They just send them, we'll send them to Europe, send them back home. They'll never do nothing. There's a global system of savagery that these white people have set up to have superiority and privilege. It's a white privilege system. And if you don't acknowledge that, you're just halfway crazy, or you're a coon. You know, got too many coons around here. You know, they're not gonna give them a fair trial because they railroad them, and they know they railroad them. The system worked exactly like it's supposed to work. Go ahead, Joby.
Now, this isn't the end of the fight. This does mean that they have to rely on appeals now, and there could be something that could come from the appeals, but it just shows that
Uphill battle.
there's a whole separate system of justice.
Yeah, it's not a separate system, stupid. It's the system that they set up. It's not separate. System doesn't apply to black people globally, dummy. Because you don't have any power. Go ahead, Joby.
Exactly. I was to say that I feel like it's just high time people accept either we fight for power or accept we don't have any power, because
True.
Clearly this system is not set up to protect, give us justice,
No.
hold anyone accountable globally for black people. So it's up to
Exactly.
us literally. Again, I was talking about earlier a conversation. I was talking about how black people have been divided, and I was trying to understand it from especially the black diaspora perspective, and also looking at Africa, because it's also affecting us. We've been divided, and part of our division, sadly, I was saying earlier today, the lady you shared her page with me on TikTok, I've been following our conversations, and she was talking about how people don't understand we have a race war. Black
Yeah.
people
They don't get it. I told you that. They don't. And they've been at war with us. Exactly. Then black people want to pretend it's not a race war. Exactly.
Yeah. So looking at it further, people, of course, some people who don't understand what she was saying, attacked her, and she came back and tried to explain it further, talking about Ubuntu, where she's saying, when I talk about us going back to Pan-Africanism or Africanism, I'm not telling you to go backwards. For me, what I understood, without even us saying it, was African people need to start understand. We need to go back to being who we are, because this system has for so long been telling us we're weak, we've not done anything, we've not participated in anything, while actually it's a system of feeding off us. Everything they claim to have or
It's
be,
parasitical. Yes, we go. Exactly.
it's all stolen, invasions, everything, and still they're still in it, because that's how they've been able to maintain their system. But as black people, because we don't want to see this so much, we are focused on the wrong agendas, while actually for them they never stop focusing on us, which is number one, not only to divide us but kill us. Which number one, division, I was trying to explain, division has come so much or attacked us so much in the little ways that we don't even understand. We've already been divided in a very big way. Good example is family. We talk about marriages, black marriages out today. Number one, they can't even stay for long. Secondly, families. We have so many broken families, not only from siblings, but also to parents today. I'm a victim. I was saying that today. I'm a victim of having bad parenthood, and I don't give a shit. And pardon my Macron, I don't give a shit you saying that, oh, your parents didn't know. We all come from the same generational trauma. That is something I've understood actually today. The fact that black people, all of us, suffer and come from the same generational trauma, I don't know which part of where some black people had to lose that still unity, no matter how, yes, families we have ups and downs, but still maintaining that code of we're family no matter what. And that is one of the ways that actually white people have found in dividing us. Very simple, from family. That's why it's so hard even for black people to even now unite from family to community to now tribes when it comes to Africa, because also for us it has affected us. We have people fighting over lands, others killing each other over lands. It extends to now, your father doesn't want you because you're married to some certain tribe, or I don't know, just some bullshit. And just those small things are the main reason why we're so divided, and we don't understand.
Easily conquered.
Yeah, we've lost power. The power has been lost, especially the fact that we're not united even just by family, the smallest thing, before we go to a community or a country. Just from home, we're already divided. We're already divided. So if we don't really understand most of these major keys, according to me, I feel like we're not gonna go anywhere. We're gonna keep on talking, having the same conversation.
But that's how you destroy a nation. You guys destroy the family.
yeah, as much as maybe this system, yes, is going to collapse, for us, we're going to take time with all this suffering and accountability, injustice, because we don't see the main things that have affected us and how they have ensured we're so divided. That is how simple I can actually put it.
Every
Just
system finally collapsed, but what replaces, it's going to collapse because it's going to collapse under its own weight of corruption and grip and grab. But are you going to allow white people to replace it with another system that they control and dominate? That's the question. Every
yeah.
every system comes to an end, Joe. It just says what's going to replace it. See, they've been able to have a replacement, and now because when these savages first came out of Europe, it was the Portuguese. So the Portuguese became the dominant force on the planet. Then their system, their economy collapsed, followed by the Spanish. And Spanish Europe, they picked up the ball where the Portuguese stopped, and they became the global hegemon, the global power. And then theirs collapsed. And then when they collapsed, France, or was it Denmark? No, it was Dutch. The Dutch stepped in, and they became the global hegemon. The Dutch. When the Dutch collapsed, they invaded South Africa, took it up. So when the Dutch system finally collapsed, some more white people were able to step in. That was France. When France collapsed, Britain was able to step in for France. And like you showed the other day, I think it was Friday, you showed that when England was falling apart, who stepped in? Another white country, America. So now that it's falling apart, there are no more white countries step in. So their hegemony as being a white country, there are no more strong white nations to step in and have that power vacuum when America collapses. Because now America is $40 trillion in debt, right? And that's within 10 years. We went from 20 trillion to 40 trillion under goddamn goopy Trump, Biden, and then Trump. $20 trillion we added in less than 10 years, in 8 years, right? America didn't become $1 trillion in debt until you get Reagan's racist ass in 1981, right? So how do we go from 1 trillion in 46 years, 45 years, 1 trillion to $40 trillion? I'm going to explain that too. Let Joe finish that. I'm going to explain all this stuff, why we're so in debt, and who put us in debt. Why is the empire of America? It needs to collapse because America's evil. It's evil. It's evil. All European countries are evil. Not they don't know what they're doing. Not they confused. They're evil. Based on evil because you're dealing with the minds of psychopaths. The white mind is psychopathic. So it doesn't just make do bad things and things get messed up. Everybody makes mistakes. But their whole outlook is evil. How do we steal? How do we kill? How do we rape? That's their whole setup. And I'll explain that when Joby gets done with this. Go ahead, Joby.
Black. We saw what was revealed about Austin Metcalf, how he was racist to the core.
Racist as hell.
We saw. And if that evidence was actually being permitted to be presented during the trial, I'm pretty sure it would have ended up pretty differently. And from how it sounds from the information that was presented by Carmelo Anthony's new lawyers, it sounds like they were intimidating him to not take the stand. That they were trying to threaten to use his past, his text messages, and to present them in a construed manner so that way he was afraid to take the stand.
I'm not going to change nothing. Remember, they're all white jury. So them find out that this kid is racist when they're all racist, and I don't care about that. So what? So what? That's not going to change their verdict. Find out another white kid is racist when they're all racist. So what? You're not telling us nothing we don't know. Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, but just to move on, that's some updates on Carmelo Anthony. I'm gonna share a little bit of a history also from Kenya. I found very interesting. Now and then you find ourselves talking about ugali, pap or
Okay.
whatever, but for ugali, and Keith says that this is the British food they left for
I
us.
thought
But
I thought the
to
British brought it in. I ain't know
yeah,
I ain't know Africa had corn. Go ahead. Okay.
yeah, according to this video, it explains that actually Kenya and I believe many African countries already we were active farmers of maize already, and of course with
Okay.
the Mao coming up, this is one of the staple foods or foods they used to survive now and then. But it got to a point where I'm gonna translate the video as he explained it, and
Go
shout out
on.
to this guy, man. I know, but I'm looking forward to maybe Badai later, I'll get one of his books. They're very expensive, but I love his page, man. This is one of the guys I've learned so much history about Kenya from in the last like
Okay.
5 years. Yeah, he shares so many deep, unknown, non-recorded in none of our history books type of stories. He's one of the guys who showed also how, of course, the Mau, how they were the people who did not obey the Mzungu, calling him master, right? Because you have to call
Yeah.
Mzungu master.
They
If you
call
don't call
master. The-
yeah, if you don't call them Mzungu master, of course you are
You,
detained in a certain
you was
certain places.
tortured.
Yeah, and then the people used to drill some holes so that they can see the outside world, because they are put in a place so dark they can't even see what is happening. So they used to drill some holes to see outside the world. So if you agree to call actually the Mzungu the master, that's when you are removed from that particular hole, and then you're taken now you're forced to go to the Christian lessons. That's where you're
Of course.
taught how to, accept Christianity, Jesus, whatever.
And then,
Man, I've
then the white
learned
man's your master.
yeah, I've learned so much from him, and I want to get one of his books. As much as they're so expensive, it's a good investment to learn into.
Kulikuwa na vita kubwa sana ndani hizi plantation za mahindi. Kitabu ni hii Mau Mau from Within, na kitabu ni 6,000 shillings, lakini kuna PDF at 500 shillings. Ni the Ark, but now because I'm a detective, solely ni.
The book goes for 25,000 Kenyan shillings. That tells you how 25,000 Kenyan shillings. That is like $223 if I'm not
That's
wrong.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Hii Ark
crazy.
ni gani? Tunakuja kwa kitabu Dedan Kimathi. Hii nao ni 1,500 shillings, sina PDF. There's the Ark. Unacheki, look at those details. On this frame now, the frame of the Ark were put other plants and shrubs such as sugarcane, maize stalks, etc. So in short, the maize plant ilikuwa inatumika kwa rituals za Mau Mau oathing. We go straight.
So the Mau Mau are using the maize plants for ritual oathings. So on his previous video that I watched, the Mau Mau had an oath that they used to sing if any new member wanted to join their group, but anyone who was not part of the Mau Mau, the British had made them also recite some certain type of oaths, denying to never join the Mau Mau. And if they did, it's really an interesting book, man. Like really, really interesting. If you bow to the Mau Mau or wanted to join the Mau Mau, going against the oath you had signed at first with the British, there were consequences about it. Like, man, our history is crazy.
To page number 130, but ndio uweze kuelewa hapa hivi itabidi kwanza uelewe how people used to live in the past. Sasa kitambo watu walikuwa wanalima hadi huko kwa kichaka because that was their land. So the Mau Mau,
so due to the fact that we had, of course, land and in plenty, we used to farm in many acres, including even to the forest, especially when the British came, and because they used to chop our food, making us starve. Kenyans found ways of farming even in the bush so that they can find food for survival.
Used to move through maize fields. Sababu kwa kichaka bado kulikuwa na nini na maize fields. Though all the crops had been destroyed by the government so that the forest fighters may not feed on them. So number 2 tumejua maize was used as food by the Mau Mau paliva kwa nini kwa kichaka because they had access to it. Now let's go to page number 178, but before we get to the page number 178, let's come to this book which is called State of Emergency. Ukitaka hii kitabu niliwaambia ni 20,000 Kenyan shillings. So sasa hii mnacheki hapa hivi ni
He has many books. That's 20,000 Kenyan.
reconstruction of how the concentration camps zilikuwa wakati wa mzungu. Sasa wanawake pamoja saa zingine na wanaume walikuwa wanaambiwa waende wachimbe nini hizi trenches. Wanawake sasa na wanaume saa zingine sasa wametoka kuchimba.
So the white man used to make the women and the men to go work in these trenches. I don't know what these trenches were for. I have to read the book probably to understand deeper or follow him on most of his videos. But after they work on these trenches, they were starved. They are not given food. Of course, the same thing we've seen with the Black American history, being given chitlins or nothing, right? So here is you work on these trenches and you're starved.
You die.
Yeah. So
they what's it called? They working to death. They work you to death.
Yeah. So because the African people being smart and they knew where they had planted some maize in the forest, when they were coming back home or going back to their homes, because the British had ensured they will not be able to meet with the Mau Mau in any sort of way. So they created a barrier. But with this barrier, also these people found ways of creating food for themselves to survive. So they used to pass by the bush, harvest the maize, and then go with it to their homes so that they can feed their kids and the rest of the family.
Imba hizi mitaro si itabidi waende home na chakula because the kids wako huku hivi, so they had now to go to the nearby maize fields waende wachune nini mahindi. But sometimes the fields were infested also with Mau Mau people, na mzungu wako anataka contact ya Mau Mau na hawa wasee ambao walikuwa wanafanya nini hizi kazi yake hizi kuchimba kama hizi colonial trenches. So sasa ile mzungu alijua akadecide kufanya nini kunao kufieka hizi mahindi ambazo ndizo wamama walikuwa naendea food huko hivyo, now rendering these people with no other place to get food. Now ilibidi hadi wanawake wende to give themselves so that they can be given food before wafike hiyo.
Yeah, so the British ensured they had chopped majority of the places that had maize because also the Mau Mau were depending on the same food, and due to having or people could know where to find food, they didn't want both the Mau Mau and the people they had enslaved to meet with the Mau Mau. So they chopped the food to starve the Mau Mau and also the people they had enslaved. Man, I want to get this book for myself. This is something I'm looking forward to. But this guy has the most amazing history of Kenya, to be specific. And I do love his page. So yes, Kid, we were eating ugali. Before the British.
Calm down.
Just to confirm with you. We were eating the ugali. So I've seen you share a video with me. I'm gonna cue that, the first one, as we get into the conversation. If that's okay.
Oh yeah, the conversation is gonna be okay. Now, what I was just talking about 10 years ago, right? Most people can well, a lot of us can conceive or conceptualize what I was talking about. Since America, we've been given so much propaganda. 9/11, people couldn't believe that 9/11 was done by the Israelis and the Americans, that they killed their own people. It's something called a false flag, right? Most people didn't want to believe it, didn't know that they killed Kennedy. But now it's like a known secret, right? That Kennedy was not murdered by no lone gunman nonsense. They was murdered by the CIA and the Mossad. That seemed to be known, right? And so the reason for all these wars, they needed a reason to have this fake, remember, this war on terrorism. This war on terror. That's what we've been given. And so this is why we are $40 trillion in debt today. Right? So what you're saying, because this fake war on terrorism that we've been propagandized to, right? This fake war on terrorism was nothing more than the Greater Israel Project, so these cats with hats could steal more land in Northeast Africa. There's no such place as no Middle East. So they can steal land in Northeast Africa and take over the resources, because that's what white people do. They're savages. They steal resources. They're parasitical, and even more so today. So America was given all this propaganda, right, through their puppet presidents. At that time, 9/11, we had George Bush Jr., right? the son of the former president, George Bush Sr., right? So we got we got dummy Bush 2, right? The dummy. And this is known. It's not like nobody, not no disrespect. Everybody knows that George Bush Jr. was a moron, literally. Just like Trump. He's worse than Trump. You know, Trump can pretend to be smart. At least George W. Bush was an absolute dummy. Had no reason. That's how you know we don't control the country, right? No way this man could have been president of a shoe store, let alone the president of the United States. He was an absolute moron, a failure his whole life, except his family had money. Everything George Bush Jr. did, he failed at. Everything he failed. But his daddy was the former president, and his family was brothers. So anyway, they put this moron in power, but I'm sure he wasn't in on the details of 9/11 because he's an idiot. He's just a puppet they put in there. So I'm sure he didn't know the details that they were going to do 9/11 so they can launch this fake terrorism all over the world. Okay? Now I want you to understand all these fake terrorist groups that we've been given, right? Al-Qaeda's, and I want you to be able to see this in real time. That's why our channels get taken down. That's why we're censored. That's why we're not allowed to make any money on this fake YouTube shit or any of these platforms, TikTok or nothing. They control all of them, and they want to give you a fake narrative. But now through time, and a lot of people waking up and understand, at least they can connect a little bit of dots. You're not talking about conspiracy theories no more. So we're going to lay this out. We're going to say that Al-Shabaab, Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and all of the fake terrorist groups are created, controlled, and sponsored by, let's say, the collective West. That means the Mossad, that means Israel, America, CIA, and Britain, MI6, right? We're going to put that out. And we know this is the facts. Because now you got Putin talking about it openly. But I'm sure back in the day, they didn't want nobody to know that they knew, but they know. They know who's sponsoring these terrorist groups and where they come from. Because remember, these are supposedly extremist Arab terror group, Muslim terrorist group, but they never attack Israel. Isn't that funny? They attack everyone else, but not Israel. And so we learned through General Clark, right, General Wesley Clark, that they were going to invade 7 countries. Why is that? Because that was the Greater Israel Project that we knew nothing about. They're going to put these terrorists in there and say we were fighting against terrorism so they can go overthrow these countries and steal the land and the resource, right? And so after 9/11 hit, whole world split. I said it from the instant. I said you could tell this, and even my goofy wife and her stupid ass family, these moronic ass Southern morons. What are you talking about? How can this be inside job? What are you talking about? Oh, you people are stupid. Stupid. All the signs are easy right there to show that this was not no dirty terrorists in Afghanistan can coordinate a terrorist attack this big in its scope and design, or in its design and scope. Only one who's able to do this would be Mossad, CIA, MI6. So just look at the scope and design of 9/11. You knew it was an inside job, and you should know it was an inside job because what? Dumb George Bush is in Florida at the time reading to kids, right? And got the book upside down with his moronic ass. So President Bush is in a school down in Florida while the attack is happening up in New York and DC. The reason why we kind of common sense know this inside job, because no attack planes were sent up to go shoot down this airline, right? None of the planes were scrambled because America has something called NORAD. And so it is a defense umbrella. Any plane that goes to any vital American institutions must be shot down immediately, no matter who's on the plane or whatever. Whatever threatens America's vital interest, NORAD must be scrambled to blow it out the sky. That's the doctrine. But during this special day, NORAD is not scrambled over the White House. It's not scrambled to New York. It is not scrambled over the fake plane that blew up in Pennsylvania, right? So I'm walking you guys through this. So we know it's a scam, right? Even all the propaganda. Like I said, most people have been dumbed down and are sadly stupid. They can't critically think. They can't put two and two together. So we know after 9/11, all the stuff, the buildings coming down, all the debris was packed up. Nobody was allowed to investigate it, and it was sent. It was burnt and sent to landfills, and nobody could ever find out what the hell's going on. Right? That's your first damn thing. You know, it's a cover, and we did it. That's your first thing. Secondly, we know that planes can't cause a building to collapse that big. The jet fuel doesn't burn hot enough to collapse buildings. Gotcha again. Gotcha again. So we know that this is a lie. We know getting no two planes crash into no towers and make it collapse, because that is what? Scientifically impossible, because jet fuel doesn't burn hot enough to melt steel and concrete. So and then the buildings fall in on themselves. Do me a favor real quick, Joby. Go get out of that and say on TikTok, say videos of the New York two towers collapsing. The World Trade Center. Say videos of the World Trade Center collapsing. So we know they filled in, right? Like they were being demolition, right? And so now we find out. Hold on, wait, Joey. So now we find out all this time that you're not supposed to know that there were Israelis in the fucking building. Yeah, there were cats with hats putting up explosives in the building, because remember, the building falls in on its own footprint, which a building's not going to do if it's hit by a plane. First of all, the building's not going to come down, because the reason why buildings are built this tall, they're built to sustain a plane hitting it. That's why they're building in such a way, if a plane hits it, it won't come down. But see, most people in the world don't know this. They don't know that the buildings that are skyscrapers that tall are built for any plane to have impact, that it can't take the building down with it. See, and so they can put all kind of lies out there on the media that they own and show you over and over again, and constant lies. But jet fuel doesn't burn hot enough to take down the whole goddamn building, let alone two. And then also we know with building 7, remember, that's how you know this is Mossad, CIA, because these morons, they didn't plan it well enough. They were making something this big, guy, is going to have some mistakes, and always, right? An action this big is always going to have parts that's going to have mistakes, because it's a big operation. An operation this big is always going to have leaks, right? Just like we said, they said a plane hit the Pentagon. We know that's a lie. There wasn't no body parts on the ground. If it's a plane crash, those would be bodies. If it's a plane crash, it's supposed to be plane parts, fuselage, wings. None of that was ever on the Pentagon ground. None of that. So there's no plane hit no Pentagon. So I'm gonna have Joby show one of the videos of the World Trade Center imploding on itself. Go ahead, Joby.
Okay.
pause is so bad. And see,
Content warning.
and me at this time, I was in New Jersey on the turnpike. So I seen this happen, and almost like in real time. I didn't know what was happening, but I was on the New Jersey. You know, anybody been in Jersey, and everybody knows New York City. New Jersey, the northern part of New Jersey, you can look across the Hudson River, and you can see New York City from New Jersey. Before you're about to cross into New York, you can see downtown. Shout out to Kay Wims. Anybody who lives in New Jersey, you can see New York City. That's southern New York State. New York City is in the south part of New York State, right? From New Jersey, you can see that, right? So at that time, this is the shock the mind. See, the mind can't process when it's in trauma and shock. So most people can't reason when they're in shock. And so this incident shocked the American mind. It was in shock. Because remember, people were jumping from the building because they were being burnt alive. Just today, they'd rather die jumping out the building and die than to get burnt alive up in the building. And so this is all on TV. So it was shocked in the mind. And remember, they're going to come with the fake terrorism shit to explain this. Since you're not a critical thinking and the mind is in shock, you're going to accept the propaganda that you're given. And that made America, oh, these terrorists, we got to get these Islamic, we got to get these goddamn Arabs, we got to get these fucking Arabs, we got to kill them. And if you guys remember at this time, since America's ignorant, Americans didn't know the difference between an Arab, you know, that goofy thing they were on top of that, and an Indian Sikh. If you guys, I'm gonna show if you guys don't know what an Indian Sikh is. Sikh is a religion of India, different from Hinduism, right? So the Sikh had to cover up their head with one of their turbans. And so at that time, since Americans are stupid and don't really know the world, Indian Sikhs really coming from Canada, because Canada's got a big Sikh population. And they were driving trucks coming down to America, and they were getting beat up because people thought they were Arabs, right? Thought they were Arabs because of this psyop right here through 9/11. So American white people run around beating up a lot of Indian Sikhs, calling them Arabs. You know, good dirty Arab. This is what you get for knocking down a tower. So Sikhs were getting beat up in Minnesota, California, Texas, right? Because people confused the Indians for the Arabs. Because remember, you already propaganda. You used to believe the Arabs did this, right? And remember, that's when everybody started signing up for the military to go fight these Arab countries, Iraq, Afghanistan. And understand this is a psyop. This is part of the Greater Israel Project that they needed. So they need to get you propagandized to go fight these wars for them. And I'm gonna tell you this is what Iran's about, so we're gonna explain it. We're gonna walk you through this. So go ahead, Joe. Go ahead play the video. Remember, the whole country was in shock, and everybody knows where they were at during 9/11. Everybody knows where they were at. They're gonna collapse. See. Do another video. This one kind of sucked. Do another video, Joby. This one kind of sucks.
I'm going to discuss the collapse of the World Trade Center, and I know I've already made 2 videos about this, but I do think this is important because whenever I make a video about this, I've gotten tons of comments about this, conspiracy theories. So I think it's really important to spread the engineering and communicate it as clearly.
All right.
Yeah, I want to see him collapse.
9/11 attackers were insane.
Here we go.
World's tallest buildings collapsed. New York became hell on earth. The Twin Towers foundation was immense. 47 steel columns ran 20 meters deep, 400 meters high. The exterior walls were also heavily reinforced. Each floor was supported by concrete and rebar. With such a strong base, typhoons or earthquakes couldn't harm it. On September 11th, 2 Boeing 757s hit the tower.
Exactly. They're enforced so you can have typhoons with the hurricanes or anything, take them down. So 2 goofy planes burning jet fuel cannot take down towers. See, but you don't know that engineeringly. You don't know that. You're just gonna remember they own the media, so they kept telling you a bunch of bullshit over and over again, just lies on top of lies on top of lies, because they know you don't know engineering. Go ahead, Joby.
The North Tower was hit first, then the South Tower. Here's real footage.
Yeah, they see.
Floors 94 and 98 of the North Tower.
And they see people jumping out because they don't want to get members on fire. So you're gonna be traumatized. You're gonna see people jumping out the buildings because they rather die. They rather die falling to their death than get burnt up alive. So you see this on TV and your mind is traumatized. And then eventually you're gonna see the both towers fall in on their own imprint, which don't happen from no plane. And then also we know Building 7, the one behind it. See, this was the scam. You guys know Building 7 didn't get hit by nothing. But Building 7 collapsed in too, right? Because they'd all rigged it up. See, this is how you know an operation this big is going to have leaks. They're going to fuck up because this is big. But since they own all the media, they can still propagandize you to make you believe you're not seeing what you actually see. Right? This is how I know we're getting cut off now, because our numbers are going down from 30 down to 18. They know they got to stop what we're talking about. They know what I'm saying is real and truthful. So Building 7 fell without nothing hitting. The building behind the 2 big towers, yeah, another one building behind it. It didn't get hit by shit. But still it came down, it collapsed. And they couldn't say nothing about it collapsing. It came with some fake excuse. See, because the operation was so big that they had parts where they fucked up. They fucked up on when they blew up the Pentagon because there was no plane and wasn't no body parts out there. And remember, none of the footage they allowed to be seen. Why not? Because it showed that the Pentagon didn't get hit by no plane. Because there's no people and there's no plane parts out there. So that means the government's involved in it. This is called a false flag. To get Americans riled up to go fight these wars for Israel to make a greater Israel. Yeah, this is how deep, this is real. Okay? Now I can put it together. See, when I was telling people that years ago, people couldn't wrap their minds around this kind of wickedness. Oh, the American government do this to us, they wouldn't do it. Now you know they did do it. Same way you know they blew Kennedy's head off. Same way you know they killed a sitting president, blew his fucking head off. You know, how could they do it? Why would they do it? I'm telling you why they do it. Israel controls America. That's a fact. See, no one's going to argue with me no more. No more alleged nothing. No one argues with me no more. What I'm telling you is a fact. And you know it's a fucking fact. And so this was so they didn't mind killing American people. Same way they, like Joby showed, I showed you guys with the Liberty, when they blew up that ship in 1960 with those Americans, Israel blew up them people, killed all of them. And did the president do a damn thing? No. He's controlled by, did LBJ, who was president, do anything? He said he didn't do shit. He covered it up. So you got the same thing happening here. Remember, no commission, remember, Bush didn't want no investigation of this. Remember that? They refused to do a real investigation because it was them. This was to give you a reason to go to war, and now while we're $40 trillion in goddamn debt and on the verge of collapse. This is why we're on the verge of collapse, because of this PSYOP done 25 years ago. So this got the American people all riled up, saying we got to go fight Islam, we got to go kill people. Remember, these are overthrow those countries so Israel can grow as a bigger country and steal those resources, which is really just the Rothschilds. Okay? That's what the fuck is going on. And remember, there was a Jewish individual who bought this building right before they blew it up. And he happened to get the money for the insurance. Ain't that funny? And he did. And we know this is a fact. This is another fact. All the Jews and who worked in the building were all told not to come into work. Remember that? Remember that? All the Jews, all the Israelis who worked in the towers were told not to come to work that day. And they didn't. And the motherfucking towers blew up. And thousands died. People burnt alive. People jumping out of fucking buildings to their death. So imagine American people seeing this on TV. Their mind is shocked. When your mind is shocked, you can't think straight. And so that's when they pissed off. We gotta go to war. Iraq, Iran, Libya. We gotta go kill these fucking no good Muslims. No good dirty Muslims. Ah! Right? Because you see Americans jumping out of buildings, dying, people blowing up. And then remember, who owns the media? Who owns Hollywood? Oh, they do. Then you start seeing a bunch of fake, goofy 9/11 movies, didn't you? To keep that propaganda in your mind with their fucked up movies. You start seeing a whole bunch of 9/11 movies. 9/11 movies. As the Arabs hate the Arab, the Arabs, the Arab. Remember? Because you've been propagandized through the news, through the movies, and all media that they control and own, all of it. And so, go ahead, Joe. Let me go finish it. Go ahead.
Destroyed. Elevators and escape routes vanished in flames. Over 1,000 people were trapped above the 98th floor.
They had to jump out.
Countless people jumped from hundreds of meters up.
Exactly.
Hollywood
jumped
dare
out
film
and
this. The South Tower situation was slightly better because the plane hit at an angle, leaving one stairwell intact.
They rather die instead of getting burnt up alive. They rather just jump to the death because you know you're gonna die. They rather thousands of people jumping out the windows and shit to their death. Go ahead, Joby.
Towers. Then came the fatal blow. The planes were almost fully fueled. Thousands of gallons of jet fuel sprayed the buildings. It burned everywhere it spread. The tower's steel columns began to soften, deforming, losing their load-bearing capacity.
See, this propaganda is a lie. Jet fuel can't burn steel and concrete. The buildings are specifically designed for this not to happen because it's so hard in case of a plane crash. And we know every engineer told you this is a lie. Exactly. This can never happen. They were charged, and if it fell like that, it would have tipped over. We know it fell into its own footprint. It was demolition. It came straight down like a stack of cards. Boom, 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 boom. That's a demolition. And so through time, we know charges were set up in that building by the Mossad. The same charges that were set, that was set in Building 7. Go ahead, Joby.
They finally collapsed 2 hours after impact.
Go down, look at that.
Over 2,000 lives were lost. Actually, there were 4 planes. 2 hit the Twin Towers. 1 hit the Pentagon.
No, they never hit no Pentagon. That's a lie.
The Pentagon also suffered heavy casualties.
Remembering 9/11, a day that changed history forever. Smoke rises over lower Manhattan as the North Tower burns. Both towers are scarred.
Joby was just a baby. Joby was just 2 years old when this happened. It's crazy.
Skyline forever altered. Emergency crews rush to the Pentagon after impact. Crowds flee Manhattan by boat as the city is shrouded in smoke. September 11, 2001. A day of loss, courage, and unity. We remember the lives taken and honor the heroes who stood tall.
Do this for me, Joby. Tell us. Yeah, that's all that propaganda.
23 years ago.
They closed it because there's some truth. Type this in there for me, Joby.
So 23 years ago.
Well, let me see what he say. Go ahead. Let's see what he's saying.
A guy by the name of Kei Sugimoto filmed the 9/11 Trade Center attacks on a Sony VX2000 mini DV camcorder. And apparently this is the only known footage of the collapse that wasn't filmed from the south or
the real footage.
Towers. I'll let you decide what you think of the footage. It's tough to say because it looks clear for like being recorded in 2001, but I mean, nowadays with deep fake technology and AI and all this stuff, it's tough for me to be able to interpret whether or not this is actually, you know, legitimate, or if this is just like some stuff that somebody's trying to propagate across the internet. So I'll let you watch the video and then you can decide for yourself what you think of the.
All right, what is it? Go and shut up and go and play the footage, dude. Shit. What are you talking about? What is it saying? Go ahead.
ないです。だってあれが機能しないって結構機能しないことが多いんじゃない？何が？だってワープロ今機能してないでしょ？してないって言ってさ。だからコアエディソンとかあれ言ったじゃん。
I think it's a bunch of people starting to jump out.
ね、ズームすると中余裕
They all know they're gonna die. So they say, shit, I'd rather jump out and die like this than get burnt up. Then it collapses in his own footprint. That's a demolition. That's not no plane. That's a demolition. See, it fell into its own footprint. That the Japanese. And the second one's going to come down. Now, I want you to do this, Joby. Type this in. Type this. Say, building 7. Say, building 7 collapses. See, this way he gets sloppy. See, the operation was too big. He never explained how building 7 collapsed when nothing hit it. And remember, if you guys remember, the news was saying, the news had already said it collapsed before it came down. Remember, because they control the news. And the people like, building 7 ain't there, it's behind you. And then it collapses, right? And nothing ever hit building 7. Nothing. Nothing hit it.
On the evening of September.
Go ahead, Joby.
11th, 2001, after the world witnessed the tragic collapse of the World Trade Centers, a nearby building mysteriously collapsed. The WTC-7.
It mysteriously collapsed because they fucked up the operations, morons. See, the operation is so big, you're blowing up huge buildings, you're trying to keep the lie going, right? I'm sure they want another plane to hit it, but then no plane hit that shit. And they had already set it for demolition. So when it collapsed, you say, what the fuck? Ain't nothing hit building 7. But on the news, they already acknowledged that building 7 had collapsed. And it was still standing up. That's how you know all this has been orchestrated. All of it. They're on all your media, they're on your government, and they did this shit. But see, you as a regular citizen, you're not supposed to know this or call it out. Let's see, but now people know. Back then, all conspiracy theory this, conspiracy theory that. But you have a little common sense, you can easily connect the dots. Because after this, we went to war all in the north, all in the Middle East and Northeast Africa for shit that didn't nobody, none of them do. Saddam had nothing to do with this. Afghanistan had nothing to do with this. So we were taking out all these countries to make a greater Israel. And the last country left that's now fucking America up is Iran. See, Iran was getting prepared because they knew the savages were coming to see them eventually. They know these savages were coming to see them eventually. After they knock off Iran, Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, Libya, Somalia, and now Sudan. They're going to come and see us. Go ahead, Joby.
This almost perfect-looking building collapse. The key to this mystery lies in this video footage.
This is a lie.
Did you notice a sharp V-shaped dent at the top of the building well before the main collapse? This was the penthouse of WTC-7. Exactly below this dent, you'll be able to observe the 3 main columns of the building. You can conclude that this dent happened simply because these 3 columns collapsed. The WTC-7 also had a perimeter tube design. 24 central core columns carried the main weight of the building. The core and perimeter tubes were connected using many horizontal girders. Unlike the other buildings, the WTC-7 had a penthouse, which carried heavy cooling equipment. Let's simplify the geometry of the girders for an easier
Why would it collapse?
You can see the penthouse of the building.
Why would it collapse that day? See how they trying to sell this is fake? You see, we try to explain why it collapsed. Why it collapsed the same day the other building got hit? Because nothing hit it. Oh, just on the same day it was heavy or some crazy shit they're trying to say.
I saw Building 7. First of all, it was broadcast 20 minutes that it had fallen down by BBC before it ever fell.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't just the beat. Now, keep it there, Joe. We're going to go up. We had it.
I saw
pause it. It's not just the British. Remember, they control all media. Britain, France, America. They said it on Fox. They said in Britain. They said in France. That it already collapsed when it did. See, the operation is so big, you're going to have leaks and shit's going to fuck up. Just like when they blew Kennedy's head off. They had leaks, but back then, nobody had social media. They was able to still cover it up. Because most Americans were stupid and we weren't interconnected like we are now. So they can cover up shooting Kennedy's fucking head and make it a fake ass story about a magic bullet and all this old fake shit. Today, you know without a doubt that Kennedy was killed by the CIA and the Mossad. No one argues it no more. There's no more, oh, Lee Harvey Oswald. Remember that fake media for years trying to push that same fake story about Lee Harvey Oswald killed Kennedy? And we know goddamn well no fucking lone moron could kill the president of the United States. It was an organized assassination. It was a hit. It was an organized hit. And so that's what you're saying now, too. They own all the media. So over in Britain, they said, Building 7 collapsed. Huh? Building 7's still up. And they say, hey, man, we kind of fucked up. Go ahead, push the button and blow up Building 7, too. Go ahead, Joe.
Saw Building 7. First of all, it was broadcast 20 minutes that it had fallen down by BBC before it ever fell.
The Salomon Brothers building collapsing, and indeed it has.
Wait a minute, this building that wasn't hit by a plane hit a building 200 yards away from it.
They're very far away. Yeah.
And then it fell into its own footprint, like out of sympathy for the other buildings. And so that's when I knew something was up. You know, whenever you're not allowed to question something, that's when you know they're up to something. Of course.
Should have been knew something was up. But you should have been. But white people get to say now, 27 years later, I've been saying this, and China got taken down. See, white people get to talk about that. See the scam too? You want white people to be able to talk about it because they're stupid. They're the easiest motherfuckers to fool on the planet, right? I've been talking about this for over 20-some years. I told you, right there, the evidence was all there that it's a cover. And remember, you guys remember also, when the buildings came down, they found the passports of these so-called terrorists. And all this fire and shit getting burnt up and blown up. The passports are supposed to be in a plane that hits a building, fire and ash, right? But the passports don't get burnt up. And they land in the rubble. Put this up, Joe, real quick. Put this up. Type this. This is how you know you're being scammed and you're stupid. This is how you know you've been played for a sucker and a moron. And we'll see how stupid you are. So type this in, Joby. And you know this be humanly impossible. Say 9/11, say 9/11 terrorists, 9/11 terrorists, passport found in rubble. They had a plane. They crashed a plane into a building was burning. Shit's burning up. The building collapsed, but the passports are found so they can know who the terrorists are and what countries they came from, right? And you believe this shit. You're out of your fucking mind. You're a moron.
Says a passport belonging to a 9/11 hijacker, Satam al-Sukami, was found on a New York City street block by a pedestrian just above the wall.
Yeah, but I know you would do it. I want you to pull up a video, but go ahead, go ahead and read it. Read what you said. Read it again.
It says a passport belonging to a 9/11 hijacker, Satam al-Sakim, was found on a New York City street block by a pedestrian just before the World Trade Center towers collapsed. Another hijacker passport was recovered from the luggage that failed to make the connecting flight, and they're saying that that is actually like almost like how many people?
So the passports, one was found on the streets, Joey, after the plane blew up and buildings fell down. And the passport was still not burnt up, fell all the way down the building from being in a plane and was on the street. And somebody picked up and said, oh, they're going to want the terrorist passport. You out of your fucking mind? You're insane? Are you on dope? Or are you a dope? Right? That's how you know the story's fake, Joby. There's no passport survive a burning plane and a building collapsing and then still be legible to be on a New York street. That's how you know they playing in your face to see how much you're gonna accept. That's them laughing behind the scene. we told these morons a passport was found on the streets, and these dummies all believed it. These dummies. We got to make these dummies are dumb. A passport, which is paper, Joby. Joby, last one, look, isn't your passport paper, Joby? Is it paper? No, I'm just asking. Ain't your passport paper, Joby?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't burn up in this fire of a plane in a building, as you see the video, everything getting burnt up, and then the building collapsed with the passport and the plane.
Maybe.
But it ended up down on the street, Joby, still intact.
Maybe passports are over, you know, who knows?
So anyway, so let me go on with that. So anyway, so then we decided to now go into these countries because America's now believing what the media and everybody's saying about 9/11, that it was these Arabs in Iraq, but they told you that Iraq had nothing to do with it. But at that time, I'll put this up. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube real quick, Joey. I don't think it's gonna be on TikTok. Go to YouTube and type this in YouTube real quick. Go to YouTube and type this in YouTube real quick. Say Indian. Type in Indian. How you spell Sikhs? Let me see. Wait, let me see. How you spell Sikhs? It's S-I-Q. How you spell Sikhs? Hold on, give me a second. Indian Sikhism. Hey, let me see. Ask Google. How you spell Sikh? Indian Sikhs.
Indian Sikhs follow Sikhism.
I know. Okay. So it's gonna be. I already know they are. Okay, so. All right, Google. I know it.
Belief in one God, human equality, selfless service.
Their
traditions include following the gurus and the 5 kiloseconds.
All right, so Sikh is going to be S-I-K-H-S. The Indian Sikhs. S-I-K-H-S. 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 So that shit is gonna be hard to remember. The Indian Sikhs get beat up. They get beat up after 9/11. The Indian Sikhs get beat up after 9/11. See what that's. So Indian Sikhs are getting confused with Arabs. See them too. So you see the things that I see. That's how dumb Americans are. And I'm gonna tell people. So Americans took what the Sikhs wear as what the Arabs wear, which is completely different. I would tell them, I say, those are not Arabs, those are Sikh. And I'm cracking, I don't know what a Sikh. What is that? What is that? I don't know what that even is. You look like a damn Arab to me, and I'm gonna beat his ass. This is how Joby with the Japanese and Chinese shit, right? So you got white people say, I ain't know what this is. I don't know what a Sikh. What is that? I said he's Indian. He's not Arab. Why he got that goddamn thing on his head? I said there's a difference. That's the religion. That's the problem when you raise so stupid. You don't know other culture. Americans are dumb as fuck. They don't know no other culture. No. I said these are Sikh. Yeah. What the hell's a Sikh? What is that? Never heard of that shit. What is a Sikh? I remember so funny. These white people would tell, well, what the hell is that? You're like a damn Arab to me. Like an Arab to me. I said the Indian Sikhs. You making up shit. I'm making up shit. Yeah, you making up shit. I'm making up shit. So the Indians were getting their ass beat in America because white people were confusing them with Arabs after 9/11, and white people wanted payback because remember they're being propagandized to believe Arabs because they picked up them passports and said Arabs did it right. Arabs did 9/11, but you know Arabs didn't do 9/11, right? So all across America, you had the Sikhs who were truck drivers from Canada mostly, would coming down to America and do business, and they would be at like the truck stop. They were getting beat up. You no good, dirty Arab. Yeah, I'm not the Arab. I'm not the you fucking Arab. Right? So the Sikhs were getting their ass beat. You goddamn Arab. This is for 9/11, Arab. I'm not the Arab. I'm not an Arab. I'm not an Arab. You're an Arab today. Why you got that thing on your goddamn head? And most Arabs don't wear them things on their heads. Them things. Go ahead, Joe, with this. Graffiti. You no good, dirty Arabs. You Arabs. I'm not an Arab. I'm a Sikh. That's what I said. You're an Arab. I said I'm a Sikh. That's what I said. You're an Arab. Go ahead, Joe. Them you like an Arab. But American white people are stupid. They don't know culture. I said, hey, that's a Sikh. I remember some guy said, hey, man, I'm going to beat this motherfucker. I said, why? That's an Indian. He's Sikh. He's a Sikh. Sikh. I would say this all the time to people. I said, he's a Sikh. Sikh? What is that? What is that? You know, white people go crazy. What is that? That's the religion, the Sikhism, the Sikhs. I never even heard of no shit like that. What the fuck is a Sikh? From buildings getting burned alive, they said you are no good, dirty Arab, and so they focused on you Sikhs. That's why I can do this history because I know it so well. It was, I read up on white people beating up these people. Hey man, what you doing? It's no good, dirty Arab. Go back to his fucking country. I said he's Indian. Indian? Why he got that shit on his head? I said that's the religion. They wrap their heads up as consent to God. That's their God. Well, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is their God? I said, well, I'm not a practicer of Sikhism. They'll let you know, but they're Sikhs. I ain't know what the hell you talking about. Sikh. What is kind of you just making you just making up shit. There ain't no damn Sikh. Sikh in what? No Sikh this ass whipping. Sikh this ass whipping. That's gonna be a Sikh. They gonna seek that. But blowing up 9/11. These bastards kill people at they kept saying these people kill people at 9/11. Go ahead, Joe. It's the cats with the hats that did the shit. And that's them stupid. And of course they blame the Arabs, but like I said, and so Americans were so mad seeing 9/11 go down, people jumping out, that they focused on these people too in America who are not Arabs, they're Indians, they're Sikhs, but they wear them fucking goopy ass hats, them turbans, because that's part of their religion to keep their hair covered from God, right? As a show of respect. But me being around the world, I know everybody, I know a bunch of cultures. Most Americans never been nowhere. They don't know shit. They don't know people, and they don't want to know their culture. So these guys were getting their ass beat, but people pretending that they were Arabs. That's enough, Joe. But that's enough of that. So anyway, so let me continue. So anyway, I just want to show you what a Sikh is. Most of you guys don't know. Maybe most. I brought them up before. Anyway, So America, right, is angry. So the lie gets told like 10P said by the Jays, by the cats with the motherfucking hats that control everything, control your mind through their propaganda. So now we go on a conquest to now start overthrowing all these Arab countries for the cats with the motherfucking hats. So they can either chop them up like they did in Africa and destabilize them, steal their resources, then chop them up into different smaller puppet countries. And I'm going to tell you how this ties in also with Russia. Because the same people want to go back into Russia and chop it up. One guy said he want to take, I thought it'd be 5 countries. So they want to make Russia into 20 different countries. Okay, so at the end of the day, what it means is that, right? America win the debt fighting all these wars for Israel. Now we're broke. We're bankrupt. And that's after 9/11. All this debt was to fund all these wars for the cats with the hats. So they could take over that part of the world, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, and steal all the oil and gas and put it underneath their kingdom. You know, for them to own and control all that and create something called the Greater Israel. This is factual. That's why they got it on their goddamn uniforms. And so all these wars against some debt, right? Now, people starting to wake up and say, well, damn, America's now, no country's ever been this in debt in the world ever. America's $40 trillion in debt, right? From then to now, right? And then just in the last 8 years alone, we went from 20 trillion to 40 trillion, 8 years. And everybody's saying, well, where's the money gone? We don't got better roads. We don't got better schools. We don't got free health care. Our infrastructure's falling apart. We don't got shit. All the money we spent, we're supposed to look way better than fucking China. $40 trillion in debt. We're supposed to look 10 times better than China. All that money is gone to fight Israel wars of aggression and domination and theft. We've got nothing to show for it. Nothing. And see, that's the dirty secret, since they control our politics, that no one ever wants to say. That we've got nothing for being $40 trillion in debt. Remember, they're trying to steal our Social Security. We don't got Medicaid and Medicare. We got no decent health care. We can't afford it. Our schools are all fucked up. Our kids can't read or write. You understand this? Our kids cannot read or write. They're non-literate on purpose. So it makes it easier for you to be controlled when you're stupid. What is up, Joby? Say, what is the literacy rate of the United States? It's like 48%. That means the country's a country full of morons. So they knew they meant to implode the country on purpose, because you can't stay wealthy and you're stupid.
79% of US adults are proficiently in basic and complex English.
I don't believe that. I don't believe those 79%. I don't believe that. Like 40. Do this for me, Joe. Okay, you on TikTok. Do this. Type this in. Say people can't read cue cards on the street. People can't read cue cards on the street.
Cue cards.
Cue cards. I spell cue cards. Jibber Jabberson knows how to spell shit. I can never spell shit right. I spell cue cards. Let me spell cue cards. Cue cards.
Cue card speakers, actors, and hosts remember their lines.
C-U-E.
Speaking, television production,
Okay.
education, and even
C-U-E-C-A-R-D-S. I'm just as bad as them. Shit. I can't read shit or spell. Yeah, go ahead, Joby.
The emancipation.
Read this next card.
emancipation
proclamation
proclaimed
catalyzed a
These are young adults.
systemic reconstruction of outer bellum
but it's hot, man.
soulless political
You sound it out. No, let's do another card.
People dating these people.
Read this in this card.
The Emancipation Proclamation categorized.
Read this in this card.
The Emancipation Proclamation catalyzation stimulated. Does it have to do with Jesus? Construction. Stimulate reconstructing of antebellum, social political, damn hierarchies, heretics.
Read the index card.
The dogs, unwatering loyalty. I don't know that word. Not even lie. A lot of big words. Unemotional.
These people are unemployable. These people are unemployable. These are morons. These adults. These people are unemployable. They're fucking stupid as shit. And that's what the country wanted. We've been dumbed down. Keep it going, Joby. So they can't politically think and know what's going on. They're stupid. Go ahead.
You're doing good.
Okay, I guess.
And he's not even teaching them. He's not even telling them to read nothing hard. Go ahead.
It's called
Crazy.
Animals. Yeah, bring closer. I can't read. President affection reflected in deeply ingrained development, viral resilience.
Read the index card.
Her image, oh my God, meticulously constructed the sustained outward spread.
You imagine having a date? You imagine having a date with this moron sitting around talking to you? She can't even read. Go ahead, Joe. Keep it going.
Admiration. Her image meticulously constructed to obtain at Westbridge admiration.
Read the index card.
The deity had a promotion, promotion of the impending catastrophic event.
This is why propaganda is so easy now. You remember this? When Joe be talking about critically think, you can't critically think when you can't even read. You critically think what? You ain't know what the hell what's even been said in the card. Go ahead, Joe.
Read this index card.
The quick, bro, I can't read cursive.
Read this index card.
I don't know. I don't read cursive.
Read this index card.
Whoa, what's this, French? The quick known for jump. What the fuck? The quick are known for jumps. I've been on the lanky dog, hungry dog.
Read this index card.
The quick brown frog jumped in the oven.
Read this index card.
The quick brown four jumped on
the stinky dog.
Read this index card.
The quick clown for jump once he lovey dog.
Read this index card.
The quick man jumped over to something dog.
Read the index card.
The quick man.
Read this index card.
I see the quick
for jump
something for jump
on he jump dog.
oven the something dog.
Read the index card.
I can't read cursive.
Read this index card.
You wrote this
motherfuckers are unemployed.
I can't read that shit cursive. The quick round for the quick. What that say? Jump over the for jumping even the some dog. What the bro? I can't do it, bro.
Get your people, yo.
Go to the next. I don't even know what
pause it, Joe. And there's no coming back from this. The country's going to collapse, and it's got to be rebuilt because you got morons. These are going to be some people's grandparents. These are idiots. The morons. They can't run anything. So the country can't survive being this fucking stupid. These are idiots, functional, retarded morons. Probably somebody's mama or daddy. Go ahead, Joby.
I'm reading.
Read this index card.
What the?
Read this index card.
The climatologist, analyze atmosphere variety.
You wonder why Americans are easily propagandized too. They did it because they're stupid. Majority of most Americans are dumb. They're stupid. So you can't sustain yourself as an empire when the majority of your people are fucking stupid now. And that's the majority of, I don't believe that 70 shit Joby just said. That's a lie. Most Americans are fucking like this. They're stupid. Go ahead, Joby.
Their ability using
You can't reason.
sophisticated
And remember, most Americans not like Joby knows 3 languages, 4 languages. Most Americans only know 1 language, and they can't even read that. Most Americans only know English, and they can't even read that. Go ahead, Joby.
computational
Sound it out. Sound it out.
computational model.
Yeah, that's right. Wait. Read this one.
Why are you using hard words?
Read the sentence card. Her sudden art.
Wow.
No, I can't read that. Read the sentence card.
The commitments anonymous
Of otherwise unspoken.
Wow.
Griminess.
What?
Oh, I can't read that.
decision of the
Proposal.
proposal
Oh God.
reflected a surprisingly coordinated
Establish the entire
ideological alignment.
conversation dynamic. Read the index card.
The procession of relating
Read this index card.
the inexplicable accumulation of contradictory rendering the situation fundamentally fitted necessity bitches into all parties involved. Intermediate procedural reassessment. Third, collaborative endeavor ultimately unraveled due to
Macaulay Culkin's abusive stage father wouldn't let him read off the cue cards when he hosted SNL for one insane reason. Macaulay Culkin was one of the most popular and successful child actors of all time, starring in movies like Uncle Buck, the Home Alone franchise, My Girl, The Good Son, and he's
I know, Jibba Jabba. We had this in elementary school, but the schools become so terrible, so bad. It's crazy. But I'm gonna show. I'm gonna Joby show this. But there's one young lady in Houston, Texas, opened up a school in her house with just black. It caused white people going crazy because a black woman loving black children are now teaching them excellence because the schools have dumbed down. I don't care how nice the buildings are. It's a building full of dummies, and that's on purpose as they implode the country. Type this, Joby. Say, Houston woman, the Houston black woman has homeschool in her house. Teaching, it's back to, remember, we were poor, but we had the best schools because of black women. And we were up overthrowing white supremacy because our education levels were high back in the 30s and 40s. And that became a problem. Yeah, go ahead, Joe. Which one?
I turned my house into a micro school. Let's take a tour.
Yeah, that's it.
This is where I hold my small group instruction. Next, we have our math area. Manipulatives are a major part of our
and guess who's mad? See, white people mad. Why? Because they don't want educated black people. Man, there's a whole scam. When you're educated, you're a threat to their power. You can't be easily manipulated, easily propagandized. You can critically think your way through bullshit. Go ahead, Joby.
Many of our scholars are kinesthetic learners, so it's only right that they have tangible objects to help bring their math lesson to life. Not to mention, it's a ton of fun. This is our phonics board. Next, we have our STEM station because we know the kiddos love technology. Now over to our writing station where the magic.
So you got a black woman who loves black children, so you can make sure these children are taught correctly and can fucking read and write, do math, and succeed. Go ahead, Joe.
Vital in the writing process. Did I mention that I did this all myself? Thanks for tuning in.
Good morning, y'all. Spend a morning with me as a 15-year-old mom that is homeschooled and that has a 10.
Hey, not about 15.
I don't know about her. It's another bit of her.
I hired a teacher to homeschool my daughter part 2. Y'all had questions from the last video, so let's dive in. Pricing, someone asked how much she charges. So if you go
Dang, I ain't care about her daughter. It should be some more about that same lady.
Actually, what you're
That is the one about that same resource. You never one video on her? Dang, you should be a bunch of her on there. They try getting rid of her ass. Oh, right there. Go up to the end on the right. Right there. Yeah.
Don't you give up on your dream. I don't care if you don't have the money, and you don't have the help, and you don't have the background for it, and you don't have the friends for it. Don't you give up on your dream. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. It may take you twice as long. You may have to take courses and classes. You might not read as fast. You might not move as quick. You might not have as much. But don't you quit.
Hey y'all, welcome to another week of me homeschooling my kiddos. So I received so many questions on why we decided to switch to homeschool, and I figured I would provide a few of the main reasons. Honestly, homeschool has been on my mind ever since the pandemic. During Drew's entire kindergarten school year, she did online learning, and she actually learned a lot. And that opened our minds to homeschooling full time. Our kids' safety is our number one priority. With all that is going on in the schools today, our main worry was their safety. Having them home, we know they're in a safe and loving environment, both mentally and physically. Right now, we are blessed to work from home with a flexible schedule. So why not take advantage? We wanted to be able to provide our kids with a personalized one-on-one learning experience. At home, the kids can take breaks as needed and learn at their own pace. We want to be in control of what and how our children learn. We also wanted to be able to limit the amount of negative influence that they may be exposed to at traditional school. Being home, we're able to protect our kids from negative peer pressure, bullying, and overall their mental health. Lastly, we wanted the ability to travel freely and see the world with our kids. And now school can take place anytime, anywhere. Homeschool is not a trend. It's definitely a sacrifice, and we want to spend as much time learning and growing with them as we can while we're able. The best part is we like it and they love it.
In the middle of COVID.
Yeah, because everything closed down in Deltona, but the land was open.
They were thugging it. They said, "Man, we're gonna." So all of these books here are stuff that y'all actually put out.
Absolutely.
And all of these books are available.
You're right, Jim, but you ever got to be back reading books, phonics. There's got to be excellence in education again. So it's got to be a thing of teach your children to start reading at a young age, interested in books, to be able to critically think. And that's not what you see, right? So this garbage music that we don't control no more has been put on us, the bad behavior. We see both young men and young black men and young black women are out of control with their behavior. They can't talk. Everybody's mumble mouth. You know what the hell you're saying? Sound like they from Jamaica or some fucking place. What the hell you talking about? What the hell you saying? You know, can't put a proper sentence together. It's like, what? And every 5 seconds is bro. Hey, bro. How about the bro? Everybody's bro. What the fuck is with the vocabulary? Can you put a sentence together that's not bro? And what about bro? And bro? Can you put a goddamn complete sentence together? We don't sound like an absolute moron. Let me let you read the comments, Joe, when we get out of here.
Okay. Chat room. Thank you. Nice to see you.
Pick up. Read the comments, bro.
Wow. Be better. Hello, Constrictor, Jason, Jabba, Karibuni. Hope you guys had a beautiful weekend and welcome to today's conversation. I see Jiba Ali was saying Bush was shook when Andy can Weiss? What? When Andy Carr whispered in his car about 9/11, I think that's
9/11. Yeah.
And then Jason also says exactly, especially when the plane flew into the Empire State Building in the 1940s or the 50s.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that plane. It didn't fall down. Exactly. That was a real accident. And planes don't bring down buildings. Yeah, that's back in the 40s and 50s. when the Empire State Building at the time was the biggest building in the world in New York, right? Then none collapsed. Because you know why? Because it wasn't a scam. Go ahead, Joey.
And I also see Jiba there talking about Chuck Norris. I don't know what Chuck Norris has done.
Even King Kong climbed the Empire State Building, didn't come down. Go ahead, Joey.
And then we also have Sankenon again, Karibu saying, I'm still alive, lol. I know people will say you're stinking, dead and stinking if you don't.
I ain't say that. I ain't seen a single one in a while. But he ain't been gone as long as Janet. Janet been gone for 4 years. And Janet was always donating, so I know when the donation stopped, she's dead and stinking. The money stopped. Hold on, before we go again, let me give a shout again to Jibba Jabba, Lakeisha, and the mystery man. You guys helped me keep the lights on. You guys know how much just that little bit of money you gave me helped me so much. I ain't got to cut nobody's salary this week or next week. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate it. And shout out to David too. I seen David, you the only one that signed up for the membership. So shout out to you, David. I need 30 more people so I can do shit on the weekend. I need 30 more people to sign the membership. I didn't know. I kept telling y'all to sign up for that membership shit. I forgot. I never created one. Even though we were eligible, because I never used it. I never begged you guys. I said, then I went back home and said, oh, you hit this button. That's how you hit that membership shit. So shout out to David to sign up to the membership. I need 29 more people to do the membership, then I can start going live on the weekends again.
Yes, so to Tafadhali sign on to that membership is only $9.99 family for
That's it. That's it.
Every weekend, boost.
I'm on the beg Jibba Jabba and my mystery man. I know his name. I can't see his name. He works for the government. You don't want to know his name. We say a lot of controversial shit. He said this, and also Lakeisha's always saved me every now. Lakeisha always sends Joby money on her birthday. She's always saved us. Shout out to Lakeisha. Wow. Hey, Lakeisha, are you independently wealthy? Is that what's going on with you? We don't know. You got a bunch of money? Yeah, she saved me a bunch of times. I thought it was going to be, oh man, see a thing from Lakeisha, and she saved me every time. Because the money don't go to me. Quiet is kept, and I don't get none of that money. The lights can keep on. They said Joby can buy her Ugali.
Very important. Very important stuff, Dali. I don't want to stop. So thank you all for all supporting us. We really appreciate that, and we don't take it for granted.
No, not this time. My back was against the wall. Went for Jibba Jabba, the mystery man, which I know who he is, and Lakeisha, man, my butthole was tight. I'm like, I ain't been this bad in a long time. I said, this is gonna be rough. But shout out to Lakeisha and Jibba Jabba, and of course the mystery man who sent that money. And you guys saved my ass. I was in the fire, boy. Wow. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't got no fake YouTube. Making all this money off of YouTube. Every time YouTube gonna cut me a check, they keep it. I never get no money from no YouTube.
But yes, I also see 10 Speed in the house. Caribou says, remember the Jays do it and put the blame on everyone else. Adding that the UPS are the biggest fools to the Jays. And Jibba Jabba also says, I graduated from Robert Morris. The incoming classes are required to take professional communications, basically remedial English.
Exactly. Not no more though. I'm like, hold on. How are these people getting past? And I finish the rest of this tomorrow, guys. When the rest of this Iran stuff and anti-all. How are you being passed in next grade and you can't read and write? Not only they say they can't read and write, they said most people can't even write cursive no more. They don't even know how to write cursive. They ain't know how to write cursive. So these people are unemployable. And also we're gonna talk about before we leave, we'll talk about tomorrow too. How now you got white people. I told you guys. I think you guys already told me. We talk about this over and over again. There's been a Facebook group. I'm gonna tell you, put this up before we leave. Put this up real quick, Joey. Go to TikTok real quick. Say white people have admitted to spitting in black people's food. So they said when they see you niggas come in a restaurant, they go back in the back and spit in your shit. See, whenever I get food, you're going to make it in front of me. I'm not sitting nowhere and you go in the back. Said white people have admitted to spitting in black people's food. They said whenever see you and your family, your black family, your wife, and your husband, your kids come in, they make you come back. They dig in their butt, put their doodle on your food, or they spit in it. You're right, Joe. Those are good white folks, Joe.
He's discussing spitting and contaminating in the food of black customers. I think the company is treating it like an allegation crisis, when to me it should be a perception crisis. So let's forget the screenshot right now for a moment, right? The thing that should have every executive, to me, of Texas Roadhouse paying attention to right now is a number that's attached to the
It's
story.
Texas Longhouse
So
and another. It's a bunch of them. White people say it's a bunch of them. It's not just Texas Lunch. It's Texas Longhouse. Was it Roadside? What are these goofy restaurant names? They said they doing all of them. They see you niggas come in and sit down. They put their fingers in their butt, put doodle on your food, and they spit in it. And they take it out to you, and you serve. You say, that's good. Good eating. Good, Joe.
Done when it comes to black people going to this restaurant. And when a controversy involving alleged food contamination, race, and customer treatment is connected to a community that large and immediately takes off on TikTok, to me, this starts by being about a post. It starts about being about a screenshot. It becomes a test of trust. And after reading both of these responses, I think the company is treating this like an allegation crisis when it actually should be about perception or what people think about Texas Roadhouse to begin with. Now, let's be clear, right? Texas Roadhouse has already denied the allegations and they've called them like unfounded. They say it's not true. It says they're investigating like most companies would do, right? The facts are still being determined, but from a PR perspective, as someone that works in PR and crisis, the question I'm asking isn't whether the allegation is true or false. The question I'm asking is why do so many people find this believable, right? Because a company's biggest reputation threat isn't always what some people do. Sometimes it's what people are willing to believe.
You think all the white people saying it's not true? Nah, I know allegations. They told you exactly what they said. They go out, they find a place in the kitchen, away from the cameras. They stick their hand in their butt, they put on your food, then they spit in it. They serve it to your nigga ass. And the idea that they haven't been doing this, you're obviously stupid, or you don't know the history of America. I don't know. So when they said this again, then go to the next one. Go past him. He's trying to absolve it. Go to the next.
Texas Roadhouse finally made a response and says that they think that all the allegations of servers spitting in black people's food are false. If y'all don't understand what's going on, let me catch you up. This creator, I think her name is Sani, she read a post from a Facebook group, and this Facebook group was called White Supremacy, something along those lines, and it was a Facebook group for promoting white supremacy. In this group, there was a long post about how there was a server, and she said that if you are black and you show up to a restaurant, specifically a Texas Roadhouse, you need to know that your food is going to be messed with, because in specifically Texas Roadhouse, there is some blind spots in the kitchen where there's no cameras.
Exactly, no cameras. Exactly right. See, exactly. She said blind. So they're telling you, they know there's blind spots. So you know they're doing it. This ain't no them faking. They know they're doing. They're spitting in your shit. They're putting their ball sack juice in your shit. Putting it. They rubbing the ball sack on your bread. Putting it back on your plate. And you eating that shit. Go ahead, Joe.
Want to your food. So basically this server is telling black people, don't go to Texas Roadhouse because we are going to mess with your food. And none of it makes sense. It doesn't make sense to be doing anything like this. And this creator called it out and said, why? Like, why is it that black people are still getting messed with? So my question to you is, how do you feel about how Texas Roadhouse responded to the allegations, especially since they're saying it's completely unfounded?
got some crazy videos.
Hello and good evening. Listen, don't mind me. My head's cold. I don't know if y'all have heard about this White and Proud group chat. Now, again, full disclosure, because I like to laugh and I'm foolish, I infiltrated and made a couple of comments. I ain't gonna lie. But
yeah, so she was
y'all
already
know
in
that's not what I want
group.
to talk about. Why they got Roadhouse out here fucked up? Now Roadhouse done had to come out and make statements, and people about to get fired because them people posted in their little racist group chat that they spit in black people's food, and it's not just the servers, the cooks and the busboys are all in on it.
Right. Put their ball sack in your
Roadhouse
salad.
is out here saying you don't support
you
that.
eat,
That's not
you eat ball sack salad, nigga. You got ball sack in your salad.
About to go eat some salad. Actually, so please don't do that.
Don't put ball sack in your salad, Joby. It's not good.
Nah, that was made for me. There ain't no ball sacks, but shit, ew. Yes, that has been our time for good day. Judge Guy, I will see you, but you're coming in late. But I hope for those who are coming in late, you guys can catch the show on a replay. Remember, you can download
Got a
our
confession with allegation? I don't know. Have you done it? Have you put your balls in? Have you done it, George Guy? You didn't put your Jamaican ball sack in somebody's salad, nigga? You said a confession with allegation. Have you done that? You been putting your Jamaican ball sack? You the real Dundada? You ball sack salad ass nigga.
Family, have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day, and see you guys tomorrow.
You guys don't eat no salad. What's up? You guys don't eat no salad from George. You put this whole ball sack and shit.
Remember to support us in case you can. We have an active cash app. Appreciate anything you send. Thank you. Because of you guys, we're back in the studio, and yes, you know my ass. So shit, please support us. And in case you can't, if you don't use Cash App, you can also use that is our
website.
App. Yeah, the website to donate there. I think it gives you different preferences or whatever card you're using for you to actually donate to us.
Yeah,
So,
go to blackfirenetwork.com, go to the donation page, and don't put your spicy Jamaican ball sack in people's salads.
Much love.